Wow, what such a great time again on Mindscope. Good afternoon, dear listener. It's great to be back here. I am Segi Lola, and of course, I welcome you to another inspiring episode of Mindscope. Hello, good afternoon, Olabisi.
Very good afternoon to you.
Nice hairdo.
Thank you. You're not looking bad.
Thank you. Preparing for Christmas?
Yeah, definitely.
Great. That's wonderful. 12 days.
More,
yes. You can imagine what's happening, going on in my mind right now. And then one of the questions I have in mind for you today, dear listener, what does Christmas actually mean to you? For those of us who celebrate Christmas, let me start with you, Olabisi.
Okay, Christmas means to me a time of rest. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be surprising a lot of people. It's a time of rest. When I mean rest from your worries, rest from complaints, rest from hitting back on other people, rest from trying to be what you're not. Rest.
Yeah, that's so deep.
So that's me. It's a time to tear down the walls and build bridges. That's what Christmas is to me.
So profound. A time to tear down the walls
and build bridges. Basically, I'm saying time to show someone love and show yourself love as well.
I love that. That is so profound, especially for this period now when we're looking at given from a heart of love. For me, Christmas means a time to reflect on what God has done, and doing that actually helps to appreciate people that have been helpful, and also consider that all the situations in the course of the year, the good, the bad, somehow things that have moved or helped. All those situations have strengthened me, to where I am today. And that's the way we need to also, just look back and be grateful. What do you think?
I think
that
so.
Gratitude.
Well. Gratitude. This is if you look at it, even in the Yoruba parlance, when they're naming months, December is rated as Thanksgiving month.
True.
Yeah.
That's where you need to consider the harvest.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's so profound. So today, is the festive mood, and definitely many people always think about giving out gifts at this time of the year. What we want to push out today and reiterate, emphasize, whatever gifts you want to give out, just make sure you wrap it with love. Let it come from the place of gratitude, happiness, gladness, joy. Not that you're compelled to give it.
No. Shouldn't be that.
It shouldn't be. So to discuss this, we have an amazing woman in the studio, and she is a seasoned farmer. She is a woman so lively and full of energy. I've known her for quite some years, and I consider it a great honor to have her on Mindscope today to discuss and express, our profound thoughts all about giving from a heart of love. It takes a woman with a big heart to talk about this kind of a topic. You understand what I'm saying? It's such a great honor to have today on Mindscope Sarah Ogungbefun. You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Segi. Nice being here.
Oh, great having you.
Thank you.
I must commend your energy. You're a woman full of energy. Yes, I know you, so I need to let people understand what you're made of. You're so resilient, and there's so much about you, the farming business. Well, proud to that. I want us to understand your own inspiration. What brought you into farming? You have a work experience with an airline industry, airline organization rather, and you're now into farming. I imagine. What inspired you to come into farming?
Well, I've always loved farming.
Oh, really?
I always loved the ranch. Anytime I watch movie and I see it, I'm always telling myself one day I'm gonna have a big ranch to myself. And one thing I love about farming is you produce food for others to eat. The more farmers you have, the less hunger. That's my own take. So I just love everything about farming. So even while I was in the aviation industry, it's not maybe I'm completely out. Yeah, still do tickets here and there, but it's just a passion. I love growing things. I love seeing things grow.
Nurturing plants.
And I love animals. So it's just something that's always been there.
So let me be safe. I'm trying to be safe with my words now.
Okay.
You have your own campaign. Let me say much more like your inner drive is to feed the hungry, right?
Yeah.
Wow, fantastic! I hail you. let's look at what does Christmas mean to you.
Well, Christmas is a season of love. Every time I think about Christmas, I realize that even the non-Christians, they look forward to Christmas. You see Christmas around there, even a taste. From my own perspective, they want to celebrate Christmas. They will tell you, "Oh, let's share love with somebody else." Christmas is one of the most fantastic seasons in the year that I have experienced, either here or outside the country. I've seen every child looks forward to Christmas. Every child just believes Christmas there's something special about Christmas. They can't even explain it, but they are so excited about it. They want to say, "Oh, Christmas, when is it Christmas? 3 days to Christmas." Yes, and there's so many things. Christmas is a colorful period for me. Very colorful. You see the trees, you see the lights, you see the front field, everywhere. Everyone is talking about Christmas. Whether you have food to eat or not, you have money in your pocket or not, but everybody's just excited about Christmas. You may say, well, I don't. Even when you don't have, there's still something to look forward to.
And I want to believe giving is part of what creates the fun.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Gifts and people receiving and giving out.
Even if you don't have food in your house, you are certain that your neighbor that is a Christian will cook and send you food. Or somebody will just open somewhere and say, okay, there's this Christmas. Please come and eat with us. Come and celebrate with us. So you don't even need to have money in your pocket to celebrate Christmas. You will certainly have one person or the other to reach out to you. The love in Christmas is one thing I'm yet to understand. It's just so great. That was the first part where God gave, and that love, I can't fathom it.
It's so deep. Now, talking about giving,
okay?
Because now the way you're painting this picture of joy, spreading joy, spreading love. How I wish it can be always. But
it can. It can,
right?
Now, let me give you a story about myself. I didn't just wake up one day and became a giver. One thing, so I got encouraged by someone. Someone said, if you're going to visit somebody, no matter how small, take something along. And these Yorubas, they have an adage that let me put in the broken man. They say at all, now you no good. That means no matter how small it is, just ensure you go with something to where you're going to the person. So I had this people around, my sisters, aunties, and everything, and I keep hearing this again and again. I'm like, okay, how small? So that helped me. So anytime I'm going somewhere, even though I have no money, even if it's just 2 oranges I can buy, I buy it. Giving is not something you just enter into, just become a giver overnight.
Okay, I love that.
You have to put it behind. You have to have it in your mind. I want to.
You want to.
And I have to ask God to help me, because giving might not be so easy. It might be painful at times, because you might have just 2 things and you're like, these 2, it will go a long way. And then you have someone next to you and saying, I don't even have one. You are complaining you have only 2, and you have to share it. Sharing it might not be, but for me, giving is something you start small. Don't look for when you have big things. When you have the little, if you cannot share the little with the next person, you'll be able to share the big one with the
it's got to be a lifestyle.
It's lifestyle. One day somebody called me and said, you know what? I've told somebody, I've been telling my friends about you. I said, what do you mean? He said, remember those days when you didn't even have, and you come to my house, you even bring just 2 oranges. I said, I can't even remember. He said, yes, I still remember. So I told them, giving this one that he said, I did not start overnight. It's something that started from the little one. And some of those things that when they say it, I'm like, I can't remember. So you can't remember, but we could remember it. So it had helped me to know that it's not something you wake up one morning and say, I want to give large. No, the little you have, try and share it.
I love that.
When you share the little, it will not be difficult when you have much, because you're already used to
That's true.
Sharing that little you have.
I love what you're saying. I remember last year, COVID lockdown. In fact, I must confess, that was when we met. We were taking a work, my husband and myself, we were taking a work down within the estate. And all of a sudden, I just saw a woman just parked by the roadside. And you asked us, where are you going? And we told you, you were like, oh, just come in. I remember we were just chatting. Then you took us. By the time we got to the street, we happened to be neighbors. Honestly. And that day it was, well, thank God we had the gist, we had our conversations. But you know what you did? Now I'm putting it back to your face. A few days later, I just heard the knock on my gate. And behold, you came with a basket. Food items, fresh goat beans. Let me just expose you now.
Hey.
Yeah. And toiletries. And I was looking at you. This woman must be an angel. Who told her that I needed all those things in the house? And that's just not the only time I need to convert. You've been doing it over and over again. And I'm here to expose you. But you know what? I just keep looking and wondering. There must be something to this. You shared with me your time of hardship, growing up and all that. Things weren't that easy for you. But I want to ask, what really motivates you to look at someone and then you give? We're still coming to the heart of love here.
For me, I've seen people being givers, big ones and everything. I'm like, God, just help me. The little way I can reach out to somebody. Help me to be able to, when there's someone actually in need, help me to be able to reach out. Even though I may not have much, the little I can, help me to be able to give it. So that at least just to be a blessing, that's all I want to be. I just want to be a blessing everywhere I go.
Just want to be a blessing
to somebody.
Okay. And you may agree with me that some people give and it's more like, I just have to, let me give so it won't be as if I didn't give.
I know.
How would you describe a heart of love?
A heart of love. First of all, before you can describe a heart of love, we need to know what love is and what love is not. God is love. And if the Creator Himself that created everything, everybody is saying is love, there is no way you can express love without His assistance. Whether you're a Christian, a Muslim, whatever your religion is, it takes every human being has love in them. They were born with it. Growing up, one thing or the other tries to choke it out of us. But when we are able to trace it back, you will know deep inside you. Even the most ardent person has love on the inside of him or her. But it's just bringing it out.
And we all need it.
Yeah, we all need it. Compassion, all these things are all found in kindness, all found in love. And when we try to bring out that love, it's like there's darkness everywhere. You just lit a candle or a matchbox. Everywhere becomes bright. That is how love is. So love is something that is contagious. You can't have love and not affect the other person. You can't have love and want to give it out without it spreading.
And love gives, right?
Love gives. That is what love is all about.
I don't know. There's just this energy rush. Maybe it's because Sarah Ogungbefun, she's in the studio. She's just a lovely, lovely woman. And of course, working with Olabisi Omidire is always a pleasure. A great mind. Wow. And dear listener, you are such a joy. All right. We are still discussing on Mindscope, given from a heart of love. And Sarah Ogungbefun, a farmer and a businesswoman, she's been sharing with us, her thoughts about what it takes to give from a heart of love. And dear listener, you are also part of this conversation, definitely. So you can call in and share your experiences with us. That's on 0805 897 1897. Again, 0805 897 1897. 97. Given from a heart of love. I'm looking at the aspect of gifts right now, and I'm sure we are not limiting it to just the material gifts. Yeah, at times time. It could even be a text message, and those Christmas cards. Please don't let's despise, those things.
Yeah.
Some people might think, just card. It's not just card though. So the mindset. What do you think, Sarah?
For someone to give you a card, the person has you in mind, because nobody will just somebody walking on the road will not just come to you and give you a card. That's not gonna work. So it's just I think in just this part of the world, maybe because we don't so much appreciate card. You understand? So even if someone gives you a card, please have it behind your mind that the person is still being thoughtful of you.
Okay, so what are those things you would suggest one could give?
Okay, first of all, anybody that gives you their time, that person is giving you their life. Because time is life. Every second you breathe, every second you live counts a lot. So if I give you 5 minutes from my time, I'm giving you 5 minutes of my life. If we're supposed to meet, a brother of mine said something. He said, if I'm supposed to meet you assuming I'm supposed to meet you around 10 a.m. Yeah, some things may come up and you don't deem me fit to give me a call and tell me, I'm sorry, I can't make 10. That means you've taken away, and you come in around 11, you took away 1 hour from my life. Doing nothing, disrupting it with whatever had happened. Anything could happen, but you see, courtesy demands that if you actually love, you should be able to respect people's life and time. Love, time, life.
So when you make calls, maybe to just appreciate somebody, just to say
Those
Christmas greetings, those
calls.
things.
Oh, hi, just checking on you. It goes a long way, because you never know the situation or position that person may just be at the nick of taking their life, or something. Just that call makes a lot of difference.
Okay, aside from time, suggest more.
Okay, if it's okay, like there was a friend of mine one day. I've not heard from her in a long time. Just saying, just checking on you. Hope you are okay. By the time she responded, if you see the joy and everything, thank you so much. I said, what did I do? I said, for just checking on me, it meant a lot. And I was like, oh my God. So you see, those little things count, but we take them for granted because we think they are little. That's how love is. Love comes in those little ways.
Okay, I love that. Love comes, it's a simple step-by-step act of kindness. I love that. So before we now start thinking of all the material things coming on board, and of course we can plan for that too, but in case it doesn't happen, don't beat yourself down. Whatever it is, look around you, look within. You can add value, you can send love to someone else. So as we round up, Sarah Ogungbefun, what's your message of Christmas to dear listener?
Well, to our wonderful listener, the only thing I would say is, don't try and kill yourself. Don't look down on yourself. Appreciate who you are, whom the Creator had made you, and appreciate yourself. And just know that the little time, even if it's 5 minutes, you can give to somebody, you're giving love. If it's just a call, a text message, Merry Christmas, it shows the person you still remember me. Everybody wants to be remembered. It's an act of love. But a lot of us will look down at it, that very one that you sent, that very person you sent a text message to, hello, just checking on you, that person appreciates it because you don't know who.
Oh, sorry, we have a call. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Your name, sir, and where you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Joseph, calling from Surulere.
Oh, Joseph calling from Surulere. You're welcome to Mindscope. Okay, so let's hear from you, sir.
I'm happy of hearing your discussion please, about giving love.
Thank you, sir.
So I'm very happy. That's what I heard.
Wow.
Yes, in our video, you see, at least I'm learning a good thing from her.
Wow.
Also, I'm also a share. I love giving gifts. I'm a cheerful giver.
Wow.
But I really learned from what you have said that even though you have a gift, at least share with somebody. It's not how big it is. Are you with me, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, we're listening to you, sir. Wow.
I really enjoy that. It's just that only me, I want to be giving, but I have not even been receiving gifts. I still continue giving.
Oh, wow. That's quite encouraging. Okay, Sarah, can you respond to him?
Yes. I know how you feel. The times you got to a period, I felt, oh, I've been giving, I got nothing back. But you see, every time you give, there's a record that goes on it, and there's a life that's been blessed. At the end of the day, by the time you turn back and see what, by the time people call and meet you or call on you and say, oh, thank you for this, that is when you appreciate. In fact, it will make you want to give more.
That's
because
true.
you never even know how far or whose life you have changed with those little things you have given. Don't worry, keep on giving.
Please keep giving, and your the time of harvest, you don't know it, but definitely you're going to be rewarded. And I love that spirit of giving. He says he's a cheerful giver. Wow. So just maintain that spirit. You know, that's what we say of Mindscope. A right attitude wins always. Thank you very much, Sarah Ogungbefun. And dear listener, thank you for your time. Olabisi, thank you. And compliments of the season to every one of you. I'm Segilola. Take care and have a fabulous week.